Hello everyone. It's 10:14 p.m. Wow. I think I'm gonna try to go to bed earlier tonight because oh excuse me. I think the night before last was another night I got absolutely no sleep. And then during the day I fell asleep and was asleep for about 3 or 4 hours. Then I went to do laundry and then I went grocery shopping. I basically was letting y'all know everything I was doing yesterday. And so, um, last night, I guess it was this morning, I don't remember what time I went to bed. Oh, yeah. Almost 3 o'clock in the morning because, well, yesterday I had a lot of, it was taking me a long while to upload all those YouTube and TikTok videos, you know, and I know I had a lot of videos, so that's why I didn't even bother doing a chat or talk video later last night like I usually have been doing. So excuse me. So I think my sleep was really good, but I forgot what dreams I had. And I woke up, it was about 11 o'clock this morning. And I think it was 11. And then I didn't eat until noon. And then I just had oatmeal and cranberry juice. Even though it's afternoon, but that was my breakfast. Then I had some of the mushy beans and rice that was left over that was in the freezer. Yeah, and some shrimp too. So those yeah, so and I also had some Oreo, like the golden Oreo cookies. I shouldn't eat those, but I was freaking hungry. And then for dinner later on, I had the tuna sandwiches. So so I'm so I mean, even though I slept good, I felt tired and sleepy all day. Excuse me, because my body catching up with lost sleep. So they drove me up the wall all night and all day long with blasting loud music. Enough where I've been here not long, and I feel like I'm sick of it here. But I don't have anywhere else cheap and affordable to go. I really hope that all those idiots blasting loud music, I really hope they burn in hell. And the police that defend and agree with them saying that they're right, I hope they burn right along with them. So I had to hear that shit and be gaslit all fucking day. By the time the police get there, they be then gaslit and hurry up and turn it down so that the police can lie and defend them and say that it's within safe decibels or within legal decibels. But of course it is, because once you came, they hurry up and turn it down. They turn it up, they turn it down, or they even turn it off. When I was living in Jefferson, Louisiana, Shrewsbury, the neighbors used to do that to me every day. And I didn't realize it was part of the gang stalking. I knew I hate police, but I didn't realize the police were in on it and all that too. So when I was living in Los Angeles, I had to call the police every fucking day. And they were all the dispatchers, they were all abusive and rude and everything, like no help at all. So it's like them blasting loud music all day long. And then by the time I get to filming and recording, y'all don't hear it as loud because they delay my phone camera. And they gaslight and delay my phone camera. And then once I start filming and recording, they either turn it all the way down or they be done drove off. So they wait, everything's quiet, and then they wait till they get near my house. And then all of a sudden just crank up the music like at the loudest volume. And then sit there for a good 5 or 6 minutes, and I'm sitting here wrestling, trying to press record, and then it's like as if they freeze or delay my phone. And then they'll wait till after they drive off, then they let my phone work again. Or they'll do stuff like wait till I'm taking a shower or washing dishes and get right up on this house and blast loud. You know, so the fake Darnell Williams perp, I would really want something horrible to happen to him. I really do. He came harassing me on YouTube again today. So yeah, social media is like high school bullying all over again, where the bully gets away with their trolling and harassment, but then when the victim strikes back, they're the only ones who get punished, wrongfully punished. As I said, when perps do stuff to me, how come I don't have a right to slap the shit out of them? Oh, I'm supposed to just ignore it, and I have to hear narcissistic lectures about how two wrongs don't make a right. So I had some idiots to get hateful and unfollow me on TikTok yesterday and today. And they had somebody on YouTube. I don't remember exactly that person's username, but ONESRCH or something. I don't even think those are the exact letters. But it sounds like a young guy. He's supposed to be suffering gang stalking. And he got hateful and blocked me on YouTube for nothing. The moment I try to, comment, I realized that I was already blocked. And it's like we never even came cross paths with each other before, So we never even crossed paths with each other, but he had me blocked for I don't know what reason. But that Henry Eberhardt guy, I've been hearing a lot of people say that he was a fake T.I. perp Freemason. So then one time, like, I was at the downtown library in Pensacola, and when I walked out of the library, I wasn't even paying attention. But if you homeless, you know, I mean, he falsely accused me of being Masonic, talking about, the tile on the ground being Masonic checkerboard. And usually I pay so much attention to a whole bunch of different things, but, they shut down they had shut down the genealogy library. So, so he got hateful and blocked me and didn't even give me a chance to explain myself. This happened several months ago. It was, I think it was sometime last year, maybe somewhere between August and November of last year, that Henry Aberhart guy did that to me. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right, but and Wayne Morris from Australia, he was nice and supportive and donated me $80 one time. But then it seemed like he betrayed me and turned against me too. But then I've been hearing people try to say that he was, a fake TI perp that was a Freemason. So I don't know. But I have no affiliation with Freemasonry. And I'm sitting here been a victim of Freemason abuse, Masonic abuse since foster care. But I have no affiliation with Freemasonry, and I have no affiliation with the government agencies, none of that. So I don't even try to, most of the time I don't even be trying to subscribe to so-called targeted individual YouTube channels anymore. And be trying to follow people on Twitter, unless they follow me first. And then same thing on TikTok. I ain't gonna follow you until you follow me, unless you follow me now. Because if you unfollow me, I damn sure don't want to still be following you after you unfollowed me. So I just block you so that I don't have to see your content anymore. So but yeah, they got too many people on Twitter. They huddled together and had me blocked. So it really hurts. And then people say that targeted individuals need to stick together. But some people they act like as if the TI community is a popularity contest. And they narcissistically get their popularity. I never in my life ever with anything, I never sought to be popular. But in the TI community, I just, seeking emotional support and for my cries to be heard, or for my voice to be heard of the suffering. But it took me some years to realize that not just the TI community, but all walks of life. Whoever's popular, you're popular because you're popular and well liked because you're fake and artificial and superficial. Even Stank Horlanika from the Masonic Smelly Crab family was one of the top popular fakes when I was going to, junior high and high school. But look at the lifestyle she was living. And she was definitely Masonic. you know, and my twin sister too, you know, popular and fake and well liked when we were in high school. But I'm sitting here being bullied and hated, you know. So all these doggone fake ass celebrities. Yeah, they're popular and fake. If you on social media and you follow nobody, or you follow 4 people, and you have like nearly 1 million TikTok followers, you can talk about Jesus all day long. You're still one of the popular fakes who sold your soul to the devil, and you know it. And you're just giving people fake Christian, so-called feel-good messages. That's why you're popular. And like these fake, the popular fake churches that, you know, the 501c3 Masonic satanic sellout popular fake, you know, mega churches. They pretend to be for Jesus, but they follow the New World Order, stock, lock, and barrel. No, did I say that right? No, lock, stock, and barrel. I mean, they follow, you know, follow the New World Order to a T. So, so they follow whatever's popular. Like, they like to follow the mainstream media, follow mainstream sports. You know, these popular fake churches will bring somebody like, you know, they might bring somebody. I mean, say for example, they might bring Snoop Dogg to their church, have a lot of food, party every Sunday. And so these fake church pastors, if they don't talk about if they don't speak the truth about what they call fire and brimstone preaching, you know, warning people against going to hell, you know, they get popular off of bragging about a pimp having women to carry his casket when he's dead, and like at the funeral. I mean, truly, I promise you, I went to this fake church in Los Angeles where a black fake church pastor, I think he was a Freemason, and he you know, he bragged about that. And, you know, he bragged about it like as if it was a good thing. Like the females, women being a pallbearer for, you know, a man who's not even related to them. So, yeah, that's all they freaking, you know. And then when I was living in Los Angeles, they would have, one time they had this church pastor, he flaunted his Freemason badge and Freemason ring, and like flaunted in front of my face. So people, like for Thanksgiving and stuff, people be warning, you know, hey, don't be going to these churches for Thanksgiving because they're Freemasons who practice witchcraft, and you know, they give the homeless, they pretend to be doing fake good deeds, and they be giving the poor and homeless, you know, when if they have like a Thanksgiving outreach, that they'll give you cursed food and cursed clothes. But it's like they exploit and take advantage of that because they know certain homeless people they don't really have anything else. Homeless people don't really have anything else. So if they're given cursed clothes and cursed food during Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving dinner and everything at a lot of these so-called churches. And then I heard stories about how they have like a Masonic lodge behind or below their church. And a lot of churches you see, they might have on the side that Masonic square and compass symbolism on the side of their church. And so these fake pastors, they be devil worshippers. And they gang stalk, practice witchcraft, they follow and harass, try to treat you like a criminal. They drive out the poor and homeless. Or even if you're not homeless, they try to shame you for being poor. And they bully you about tithing, which is not biblical. It's like it seems like as if going to church is the new movies now. It's like the new version of going to the movies. But if you tithing and stuff, you paying way more. And look, certain churches I would see, they would tithe twice. Give money and tithe twice throughout the service. So, yeah, everything, they all fake. Let me see something. So, yeah. So it's been like everything is fake. But I don't even know if that Henry Eberhardt guy, if he smear campaigned and lied and said that I'm fake or a perp or associated with Freemason, when I have nothing to do with it. As I said, I've been like the foster mom forced us against our will, forced us in a cult. I got out of the cult and I have nothing to do with the fake IDMR cult. They never did shit for me and they never will. Hell, they expect you to come to the fake IDMR cult, but if they don't like you, then they'll expect you to find your own way to go. People treat you like you're not welcome, or they treat you like a punished slave with no rights, and ushers try to bully you and hold you hostage and stop you from leaving, or force you to sit there through the service, the fake sessions or whatever. Or they won't let you use the bathroom. They got ushers to bully and harass and stop you from using the bathroom. Or they won't let you leave if you don't like it. And I'm like, hell no. They really and then the fake IDMR cult, I'm gonna say retarded narcissistically and fake self-righteously demand that you dress in business attire. I'm poor. I can't afford no doggone business attire. This raggedy ass new dress from fake Walmart that's got stains on it already. That's the closest to business attire you're gonna get from me. So I mean, yeah, I have zero desire or zero urge. Like there's not an ounce of me, not a drop in me. I don't miss it one bit. The fake IDMR cult, I don't miss it one bit. And they even have popular fakes up in there. The fake foster mom Adrian Felder was one of the popular fakes in that cult. Yep, everybody freaking know her. Everybody knew her since the fucking 70s. Ever since the 70s or something like that. I heard she joined the cult in the 70s, but I don't remember exactly when. I don't remember if it was 1976 or 1979 that she joined the cult. And the fake foster mom, she was one of the popular fakes in the foster care community. Also, bitch, fraudulently and illegally. Yeah, and y'all think y'all abusive, narcissistic, control freak, fake TI perps and regular perps. They mock and make fun or insult me or try to make me feel like I'm crazy as fuck for saying fraudulent. Yeah, but she fraudulently and illegally, and I'm gonna say it again, fraudulently and illegally won the Foster Parent of the Year award. I think she won that award twice. She was in the newspaper and everything, won the Foster Parent of the Year award despite abusing foster kids. And then growing up, I always had to hear people say that be thankful or be grateful because everybody else, there's always somebody who had it worse than you. The foster mom herself tried to make it like as if her abuse wasn't all that bad because other foster parents were doing this and doing that. So but we freaking traumatized though by more than one foster family member, not just her. You know, I talked about the foster brother Joe, her son, which is her son, foster sister Shelly, foster sister April, you know, foster cousins, foster aunt Mickey, Dana, all those bastards. The Masonic Smelly Crab family. So this mentally slow, crazy biological family. Now let me tell you, in this mentally slow, crazy biological family, let me tell you who the popular fakes are. Basically the popular fakes in the family is basically everybody except me and the biological brother Sean. And there you have it. But then Sean, once Pete brainwashed Sean, the other biological brother Pete, once he brainwashed Sean, then Sean started to he manipulated Sean to start to act arrogant and everything. Pete was trying to manipulate and brainwash me, and it wasn't working. So I stood up to him, and me and him, we didn't get along, and he tried to bully, harass, and threaten me. And he would bully, harass, and lecture me and just pick senseless arguments with me every fucking day for nothing. And Pete was a doggone perp. So how could you go to work with a construction job, leave at 4 o'clock in the morning, and then come back after 11 o'clock at night, and then tell me everything I did in the house? And he really didn't have off days, and he prided himself on working every day and forcing his girlfriend to work the same construction job as him. So So yeah. So it's like Sean, they Sean started to get some favoritism in the family. You know, I always was outcasted and never was anybody's favorite anywhere. You know, some that's how I know it might be a narcissistic fake love bombing to lie and say you're my favorite when you don't know shit about me. Then you love bomb and trauma bomb me and manipulate me to have Stockholm syndrome. And people describe you as having a god complex. And then all of a sudden I'm a demon, I'm sick in the head, I need help, I'm crazy. But you were very fake with pretending to butter me up and lie and say I'm your favorite and chosen, and you know, yeah, I mean all the stuff, the way people have flipped on me, especially if y'all supposed to be targeted, the way that they flipped on me and everything, I'm still like in shock and mind boggled and trying to make sense and can't make any sense out of it and can't get any closure out of, you know, the abuse that they've done towards me, you know. So so earlier when I tried to do the tuna salad recipe, I tried to do the tuna salad recipe, and excuse me, I tried to do the tuna salad recipe, and I was trying to fuse that picture plus two separate videos. I was trying to, you know, bring it all into one. And for some reason, TikTok, they will have a fake automatic song that you don't approve of, and you try to get that song off your video. Excuse me. Or they'll act like they want to try to hit you with copyright or whatever. And sometimes it's a struggle to get that song or click out the song, the ungodly song that you don't want on your video. And sometimes people choose a song, sometimes they don't. But sometimes you might just go to upload it and forget to exit out or cancel the song that they suggest. And sometimes it might be something that's so demonic and ungodly. You know, so I have developed a habit to make sure that you know, let me choose what song I want, or if I don't want any music on that particular video. So like today it was weird because every time I try to fuse the videos together and upload them, they the videos started to play back silent. So I had to delete the video and then re-upload it. So otherwise it would have been one video rather than two separate videos in a separate picture. I was trying to put them all in one video. Good thing I went and listened back to it because I didn't even know it was doing that. So the other day YouTube had the crazy technical difficulties or glitching. Now it's TikTok. Fake retarded shit shock. So I can't believe that society is reprobate enough that so-called fake police rules and laws allow for it to be a right, to have a right to blast extremely loud music. And then, if and then it might be like, well, how do you know that they're harassing you? Well, how do you know it's harassment? But how do you know, or what makes you think that they're targeting you? You're part of this program too. But I'm gonna say it again. That man from 3 weeks ago, he threatened me. He threatened me. The police think he got the authority to overtalk or lie and say that he didn't. So the guy threatened me, but the music was too loud. He had me in fear that he was gonna come and run outside with a gun. But he probably couldn't do it because he knew I had him on film. He stuck his middle finger up at me and was just, very belligerent, and aggressive, and abusive. All because of a rumor he heard about me in Facebook groups. So, they're blasting extremely loud music on purpose to run several times a day and throughout the night on purpose, hoping that they can try to run me out of the area and make me back homeless on the streets again. They're making me miserable. Very miserable. Make me not want to live here no more. I don't like it here anyway. But I don't have any other place to go. But they do this everywhere I go, no matter how much the money it costs. If it costs $2,000 a month to stay somewhere, they'll do it because I'm targeted. Or if I'm staying there for free, they'll still do it anyway because I'm targeted. But some people say that the best thing for a targeted individual is if you have a vehicle and if you just live van life or something like that, or if you're homeless living in your car and just traveling around. But I know that can be like exhausting and stressful. But the same people in 2019 and beginning of 2020, those same people who were encouraging me, get a GoFundMe, get a Cash App, get a PayPal, we want to donate. And they used to tell me, you should get a GoFundMe and get donations for a van to live in and live off of donations. Lots of people in the so-called TI community was telling me that. So now all of a sudden, I don't know where she's getting all this money for. She's scamming people. She's a scammer. So so the perps hate that that my videos are monetized. And the fake TI perp that came on my channel last month harassing me or whatever, I lost 22 subscribers. 22. And then it took a whole month for me to gain that back. So last I checked, I was at 1251, just like earlier today. So I noticed that my my likes and my subscriber count have gone. I'm sorry, not subscriber. I meant to say my video views. The number of video views have gone down. Now I can't even get like 40 or 50 views on a video now. So and they still give me like at least 15 to 20 thumbs down on each and every single video that I do. It's senseless, and y'all gonna sit there and do this for years? y'all gonna sit there and do this for years? So so I mean, so it's like they got more people who hate me. I got more haters, and so I noticed that I used to get way more views on my gang stalking perp walk videos or my gang stalking videos when I was still in Pensacola. Now my gang stalking perp walk videos, they don't really get many views. So so I mean, and so the fake Darnell Williams perp and other online perps, they figure me doing YouTube videos is another ploy to scam for more money. Or me publishing a cookbook. Oh, Candy's doing cooking videos now. That's her latest gimmick now. She's publishing cookbooks and doing cooking videos. That's her latest scam gimmick for money and attention. Well, other people doing cooking videos, how come it's not a gimmick for a scam gimmick for attention and money? So so the fake Darnell Williams perp try to make it like as if I was just making just bullshit videos for more views and more money. Well, but I mean, and then he it's a fucking Saturday and you harassing me about, oh, did you fill out any job applications today? Which is another way of trying to say, did you make that decision to sell out and to turn satanic? He fantasizes about me being a sex slave for him. He's too mentally retarded to be a fucking handler or a pimp. I'm gonna say it again. He's too retarded to be a pimp or a handler. He needs to go to prison. And you know what? He's probably doing dirty shit from prison. Who knows? You know, I heard some people say something about that they have some people who are be online perps, you know, perping online from prison. But I don't know how true all that is, because I heard that if you make a deal to become a gang stalker, then you can get out of jail or get out of prison and get let off on your crimes if you agree to sell out. And I heard that they do this to targeted individuals. If you're targeted, I heard that one way to corner you into selling out and becoming like a perp is if they set you up, if you're heavily targeted, and if they don't succeed at killing you, then they'll set you up to be locked up in a mental institution or jail or prison, and then torment and torture you and beat you into submission to join. And that's one of the reasons for that's one of the reasons why they try to make it like you're crazy and try to set you up to get locked up somewhere, so that they can set you up to lose your soul. But I guess once they got you in jail or prison, if they still can't get you, they'll straight up kill you. They'll kill you in prison or something. Kill you in jail. If they can't get you to sell out. And then they cover it up. So So I'm being as vocal and outspoken as possible, and y'all keep on trying to gaslight me and make me look really crazy. For me trying to be vocal and outspoken about, all that they're doing or what they're trying to do. But, as I said, their plot before I even got here, their plot was for me to be back homeless on the streets again and banned from everywhere. And then if they might be like, well, you ugly, don't nobody want you, what make you think anybody want to traffic you? It's not about, they're not trafficking you like, they're not trafficking you because you're physically attractive or because you're pretty. Because I've seen some ugly prostitutes. Well, this video ain't gonna be monetized, I guess, but I've seen some ugly prostitutes, and they be desperate. I could not picture myself, with an OnlyFans. If men haven't really been interested in me all my life, even when my hair was long, men weren't interested. So, men weren't really interested in me. So what's the point of getting into that industry? I think the idea of them considering me to be, even though I don't have a bachelor's degree, but if they see me as mentally or intellectually challenged or slow, then they would be more cruel and take more advantage. I've heard just horror stories, though. Horror stories. So, yeah, last night, super early this morning, around 2 or 3 o'clock, I was tricked into thinking that they had way less mosquitoes outside. Yeah. Excuse me. And then what felt like over 200 mosquitoes flew up in here. And I was fighting mosquitoes all night, trying to spray and kill them. And then this morning, late this morning, early this afternoon, they had this one or two stubborn gnats that kept harassing me up in this room. And I've been trying to spray the rubbing alcohol to kill, it kills them on contact. And I've been trying to it seems like the vinegar and oil solution and dishwasher liquid that only helps minimally. It doesn't. I mean, it only helps sometimes, but I've been trying multiple methods to get rid of the mosquitoes and the gnats. Now I got, like, ever since yesterday or the day before, I saw they had spiders. They have some kind of small green, like these light green flying things. I don't know exactly what they are. And some other weird bugs and flies and pests or whatever. Now I don't even know their name. Some of them I don't know. I never saw before until I came here. So so I earlier today I read a website that was trying to say something about 11 ways to get rid of gnats, and they said that gnats are very known for causing, saying that gnats will drain all of your resources, drain you of all of your resources, or flies, or whatever, But even though I hate the harassment that I'm going through, I'm trying my best to not have to trying my best to stay off the streets, or trying my best to not want to. I mean, trying my best to not want to be back on the streets no more. But it's miserable and it's hard either way. you know, Being targeted, they'll make sure that you can't even say being on the streets is better than having a place to live. And at the same time, you can't even say that having a place to live is better than being on the streets. And it's like miserable torture everywhere. I've lived in multiple cities and states. Some people say it's best to live van life and travel around. And other people say that you might as well stay put. They say that, and I heard that whether you drive around or or whether you stay put, the perps will drain you of all your finances and your resources and everything. They'll force you to have to pay for stuff 2 or 3 times just to have zero service, to have no service of something. Excuse me. So and they'll always say that you deserve to be taken advantage of, or that you deserve to be scammed, and you should have had more common sense. I didn't realize that, me, if I would have got, me being taken advantage of by a car repairman, that he took advantage of me because he's a perp. If he took advantage and stole my money, and instead of fixing the car, break it even more. So it's like the mechanic is like the car doctor. So like doctors they're in business and get paid to keep you perpetually sick rather than helping you heal and get better. They lie and say that they're there to help you heal and get better. But nah. If you got car issues and you're targeted, they force you to have to shell out way more money. But I mean, as I said, how come this happens only to certain targeted individuals who have a car, or other targeted individuals like me, blocked from getting to have a car, are not allowed to have money or a car? So, I thought I had more to say. See, just now I don't know if y'all saw, but I thought that I just felt what felt like a gnat trying to touch me, but it may not have touched me just now. I just felt something weird behind my ear. So so I mean, so yeah, I was sitting here busy fighting off mosquitoes and stuff. And also, I think I may have accidentally sprayed too much. I tried the different um, peppermint oil, and I tried the different peppermint oil and oh wow, it had the house still didn't really get rid of the bugs so fast, but people swear up and down that peppermint oil that it really is supposedly really effective with keeping away gnats and all that. But I can't keep the moisture out because the sink it's very easy to get water all over the sink. So, and then that stupid fake air conditioner does not dry. It does not dry items up. I mean, it doesn't dry like normal air conditioner. Something, I don't know if there's something wrong with that air conditioner or is it just that brand. But I never heard of an air conditioner where if you have the air on, water will stay on the counter all night long. Usually any other air conditioner, the water would be gone within a couple of hours, you know. So, I mean, even after I try to wipe and wipe as much, you know, as much as possible, and it just wants to stay wet. So, I've been trying multiple methods, hoping to get rid of the pests and everything. And they like to cling to the ceiling. So it looks like a spider over there. It looks like a spider. But I hope it ain't. But also last night when I accidentally I guess I made it to be too strong, the peppermint oil. I mixed it with a lot of water, but maybe I put a little too much of the peppermint oil because I have difficulty trying to use that dropper that it comes with. So I can't wait to get another decent spray bottle. So yeah, I see something look like something flying around or something right now. So so I almost thought that I think I overdid it, but you know, put spray like the solution was too strong. So but you know, I spent probably over an hour spraying, trying to get rid of mosquitoes and everything, just spraying and spraying. But then I felt scared because I'm like, oh shit, something bad gonna happen to me because I accidentally poured way too much of the peppermint oil. But I'm all right though. I got close to the air conditioner to let myself breathe because it felt like I was suffocating up in here. So I went into the and I hated to have to turn the air conditioner way at the lowest on 62 degrees. And if it would take for me to turn the air that low, because usually I keep it on 72, but when the air is that low, that's when like the floor, if I mop the floor will dry up quickly. But if I have the air on 72, the air will stay on. I mean, if I have the air on 72, the floor will stay wet for hours. But if I have it on 62, it'll dry up within the whole entire house. You know, the floor will dry up in 10 minutes. So, yeah, I cannot sleep that great in cold temperatures or cold weather. But if it's way too hot, I can't sleep that good either. So yeah. So even with me living up in here, as I said, other people are allowed to make a living and make a name for themselves. They're able to make a name for themselves and make a living. But me trying to make a living on my own is criminalized. And at the same time, like, they won't let me work what they want to call a real job. No, the real job is work entrepreneurship. That's the real job. Being a corporate government slave employee, that's not a real job. That's not a real life, and it's not a fulfilling life. And that's why so many people are doggone miserable. So I already told everybody, and I'm tired of repeating like a broken record, that ain't really no jobs out here. This is a very small town. Ain't no jobs out here. I mean, as I said, the fake Darnell Williams perp harassing me almost every day about looking for a job. And try to condemn me, talking about me e-begging. Of course I had to e-beg. I was freaking homeless on the streets. But they would rather me prostitute than to beg. That's what they want. That's what they want. I mean, the guy came on my TikTok yesterday to harass me and make remarks talking about me trying to get me to be an occult prostitute, a satanic occult prostitute. So remember when Alex Dupree was talking about making the deals and offers for me to be a lady of nights for 6 months, and then try to lie and say, well, oh, if you become a lady of nights for 6 months, then you can get off the gang stalking list. So with the gang stalking, they stalk, follow, and harass you. They keep stalking, and they do this to Christian women, other religions too, but they want to attack the pure-hearted, somebody who be trying to live righteously, a Christian person, and corrupt their souls. Because they had this person who paid for that Airbnb, a Vietnamese girl paid for my Airbnb last year, last May. I meant to say last May. She paid for me an Airbnb. And I forgot what kind. I don't remember. She said she was a stripper or something like that. I don't think she was a prostitute. I think she was a stripper. And she and she even said you lose your soul in the process. So if I was a sex worker, I would if I was doing that stuff, people would frown upon me. They will frown upon me and want the world to know how disgraceful they think I am. So that DJ perp, DJ, he wouldn't tell me his real name, and he would hide his identity and call from different fake text now numbers. He eventually gave up on me and left me alone. but he was younger than me, way younger than me, like 6 or 7 years younger than me. Or maybe, no, you know what? I think he was like 40. Wait a minute, hold on, no. I was 36 or 37, and he was like 33, 34. and he would falsely call himself voodoo gods or something. So that fake DJ perp, how I knew he was a sex trafficker, because he would call me up. He would act like he delusionally believed he's my pimp. And he falsely accused me of perping him, and he pretended that he was targeted and saying that he got shot by the police and everything. So when he called me up and he falsely accused me of being a hacker, I know absolutely nothing about hacking. And he got mad and was yelling at me and stuff. And he would call me up at 3 o'clock in the morning demanding for me to talk to him. And he would try to talk sexual on the phone. That's how, if he tried to talk sexual on the phone and act like he delusionally believe he owns me, that's what made me jump to the conclusion that, okay, you're a sex trafficker. So then DJ, one time he sent me a harassing text message saying, oh, so I guess Pensacola is your pimp. You know, he would make false promises for me to live a better life. These people will steal your soul and never get, and they don't even give you. Look at these celebrities. The celebrities don't even get everything that they're promised. The devil will scam you out of your. The devil will use other human beings to scam you out of your soul. I'm gonna say it again. The devil uses human beings to scam you out of your soul. How the hell, excuse me, and then after that, then the person who's been scammed ends up using drugs to cope. And then they lose everything. They end up losing everything. So, excuse me. So they end up using drugs to cope. So, so yeah. So I mean, I'm not gonna sell out, because you're still gonna call me crazy. You still won't let me drive a car. You still won't let me have control over my own money. You know, because I heard about how trafficking victims are given false promises and lured, and they love to get homeless women and take a homeless, disheveled, dirty woman, and you know, if you clean, cut, and shaven, you have a nice, beautiful, clean, smack brand new BMW convertible, and you sit there and take a dirty woman like me. I ain't dirty right now, but I'm talking about when I was on the streets. Like, come on, like, why you at, or these motherfuckers, they want to come in an average, raggedy old car. And I'm looking at you like, if you got a 1998 Nissan Sentra, that's dirty and, you know, got a missing hubcap and broken. You know, you got plastic like a plastic trash bag to cover up the window behind the driver's seat. You know, it's like, how is it that excuse me, you got a car so raggedy and you live in the hood? Like, how would you have money to take care of me? Or what could you offer me? What could you offer me? I mean, you don't seem like you're too far off from me with the poverty level. I mean, and you come in this raggedy ass car, or you're sitting on a transit bus with me. You take the bus, and I see you almost every day, and you want to act like you want to. You want to make some money. Go somewhere. No. Oh, you want to suck my for $10? No, I wouldn't even do it for 10 million. So that's all you got to do is give it a little, and oh wow, you set for life. So and I never did that before, but I heard about homeless women who end up having survived what they call survival sex, or certain women end up getting a sugar daddy. I haven't done any of that, and yet I'm falsely accused of having done these things. People want to falsely accuse me of being a child predator. I don't even mess with kids. I stay to myself. Always been a loner since foster care. So I don't even want anybody. I don't want a man or a woman. I just want to stay to myself. Fuck people. So but yeah, I still haven't heard anything yet about food stamps, and cannot get a job, and just it's a struggle trying to make it, or just trying to survive living up in here. And I need more than just food. They have some non-food items, things that I need. So I call myself trying to make a living, or trying to make a name for myself. Well, not trying to be famous at all, but just trying to survive. If it's to try to do cooking videos, or write my short stories, or write ebooks. And guess what? Earlier today, I thought of to write a short story, but I did a the tuna video, and I put the eggs in the crock pot for 3 hours on high, and so they came out better this time than they did last time. Excuse me. I don't remember how long I had them last time, but they were all dark brown and burnt. So good thing I'm good on groceries for a few more days. So at the moment, um, at the moment, I at this very second now I have a little bit over $15. So I'm sitting here, it's really scary, and it's difficult trying to survive. I pay $5.40 a month to stay here, and all the utilities plus the internet and everything is paid for. But I still have to pay my cell phone and storage bill, and wish I had a way to get all my stuff out of the storage unit. And but I don't have a way to get, like, as I said, leaving Pensacola, on emergency because my life was being threatened. But say, for example, if it was about the 15th of the month and I was still in Pensacola and I didn't have like a crisis And if I would have found out about this opportunity while still in Pensacola, then I probably could have. I know I would have needed to ask for some help, but I probably could have got what I needed to get out of the storage unit and donated some of the other stuff. And then came over here and moved in here, But that probably would have been a chance if the perps sabotaged my opportunity to stay here. So, and so the price is probably going to go up by July. I don't remember. I don't know. I don't think I was told yet how much it would be. So in June or July, I think I'll have to start paying. They raise the prices every July for me, I guess. So, I don't even know if I might have to be paying like $150 or something like that starting July. So, for now, I just have a little over $200 left, and like no way in hell could you survive like $200 for a month on food, toiletries, and other things that you need. And I wish that Social Security didn't give people crumbs. Like, all these disabled people, it's like a rich man Lazarus situation that they give us crumbs. But they donate generously to other countries. Like I'm going to say, Ukraine. They know how to send weapons of mass destruction. They got money for that. They got money for gang stalking and terrorizing and targeting people. They got money for trafficking people. They got money for Hollywood stars. Fuck your fake ass movie. So, I don't give a fuck about no damn Will Smith. Your next fake movie project. I don't care about Kodak Black's next video. But they got so much money in the budget to spend on that, and that's considered work. But me writing a short story that only take like 5 paragraphs and 2 minutes to read. Oh, that's Candy's other gimmick. Candy's new gimmick now. Oh, that's her new scam now. Yeah, and they say it with like very bitter and jealous. Very bitter and jealous. And it's like you hating me and you don't know shit about me at all. You don't know me at all. So, but and the fake TI perps and regular perps get mad at me for trying to survive the right way. I wouldn't fall for the bait of me being homeless on the streets. And people will try to tell you, like a stranger who's a male who knows nothing about you, and I'm a female. So if you're a man, we don't know each other. You want for me to come to Chicago, Illinois by you, or you want me to come to Princeton, New Jersey, or you want me to come to Portland, Oregon, wherever, all by you, all the way over there, and making false promises that I can stay there for free and that I don't have to pay anything and that you'll cover my food, you'll give me a car to drive. That sounds like a sellout offer. Like as if you're offering me to sell out because I know you're going to abusively and narcissistically expect and demand sex. So, y'all thought I was ungrateful and had a bad attitude for rejecting these offers. There's another homeless person in Atlanta, and she seemed like she's being heavily targeted, and she's been threatening to give up and stuff. She's supposedly a Christian, and I need to pray for her. And it seemed like she's going through the same thing as me, and they falsely accuse her of trying to use and scam people. But being targeted and female and knowing that they're trying to traffic, why do we get criminalized or get told that we're wrong? If people act like they want to suggest that you do, try to tell you what to do with your life and make these suggestions. And I'm like, well, I've tried that. And, and they think online internet strangers think that they know your suffering and your setbacks. They know your, they know all your struggles more than you do. So they have somebody that try to offer you to stay with them for free, but you don't trust it because you don't know if they're going to traffic or sacrifice you or what they're going to do. So even people who say that they're Christian and love the Lord, they'll yell at you and get mad and say you're a disgrace or you're disgusting. Or they're like, oh, all you want is money. All you want to do is take people's money because people offer you to come stay with them, and people offer you to come and stay with them, and you reject it. And I'm like, well, I ain't falling for that because my own biological brother and Trisha did that to me. Offer for me to come stay by them for free, and then Trisha even had her hand out for money. She lied to me to bait me in. After we got in the car, she tried to have her hand out for money. I'm like, bitch, I thought you lied. I thought you were telling me that I didn't have to pay nothing. So then she wanted to try to, ask me for money for this, money for gas, money for this. Motherfucker, I didn't even ask you for this in the first place. You the one who came and offered. Talking about, $365 a week, that's too much. And all of a sudden she just randomly, how is it random? You randomly just, living with your friend and just all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, you just got your own place and can afford a, you sold out. And so, and the biological brother Mark, the biological gay brother Mark, him, in 2007 and in 2011, he lied and said he offered for me to come stay by him and wanted me to stay by. And I'm like, it seemed like as if he wanted to keep me punished in detention. So I'm like, why offer for me to come stay by you? And then you hate then when I get down there, you treat me like you hate my presence and then stealing all my money. Using and taking advantage. We're brother and sister, and you sitting here, you think you act like you got the authority to treat me like a fucking slave. Trying to copy off the fake Foster Mount Adrian Felder, were trying to use me as a cleanup slave. And even, Pete acting like he wanted to try to sex traffic me too, acting like as if he wanted to try to suggest that I dress in slut clothes and high dresses and skirts and yell at me for looking natural and talking about how I should put on some makeup and all that. And my twin sister acting like she wanted to try to set me up with certain men, or act like she wanted to try to persuade me to swing the way that she swings. I'm not doing other women. And she acting like she wanted to try to manipulate and convince, just so she can lie and say that I'm gay too. And I'm not. So, and then she acting like she want to try to make it like she want to push me to fess up. You ain't projecting your perverse lifestyle onto me. My own twin sister would act like she wanted to, like one time she tried to set me up with that Freemason guy that was her neighbor. The guy's name was Dewey or whatever. Totally not my type. It ain't her type either. And if she even brainwashed him against him and had him thinking a certain way about me, I'll be fucking damned. So, if my own twin sister act like she wanted to set me up with so-called special ed people to try to make a fool out of me, when she retarded too. If y'all call me retarded, she retarded too. Hell, if the biological brother Pete would set Sean up with certain women to make a fool out of Sean and laugh at him, and just set Sean up with women that's going to destroy Sean's life and take all his money and then run up. Like Pete set Sean up to marry this white lady, older white lady that gave him an STD, and then I heard that she married him and then ran off with his money and left him back. Sean ended up being homeless and all that. So Pete trying to set Sean up with women and make a fool out of him and pimping Sean. How you do it to your own brother? And then my twin sister was saying that Derek, the other brother Derek, was trying to say that that Ramona was basically trying to sacrifice Sean for money. But last I heard, her health is deteriorating. I heard, like, how the hell you got Alzheimer's disease in your 50s? I thought, I could be wrong, but I guess maybe later on. But so I know it had been a few days. I haven't been able throughout this week to do these hour and a half, 2 hour videos. But I really wanted to write a short story earlier today, but maybe tomorrow, depending on how I feel. But it really makes me feel degraded that the online perps, they're abusive and narcissistic. That's why they falsely accuse me of laying on my back to beg and pity prostitute. And I haven't asked for anything since April 12th. That was the last time I asked for anything with urgency. I've been just taking it day by day and week by week. But but from the way things are looking, before the month is out, I don't think I'll have any food stamps or landed a job opportunity. So from the way things are looking, I'm afraid I might have to ask for money for, some more groceries or something. But it's mind-boggling how people think that, and then they treat you like they want to try to discipline and punish you, and it's not their business, and they want to try to think they got the authority to control you when they try to make it like they got shelters and make it like you deserve to be punished and or that you want to be out there in the cold on the streets. They got shelters, but the shelters be full. They charge money for shelters and shelters be full. But then again, they will lie to the target and say that the shelter's full when they're not. Because I caught the Salvation Army in Greenville, South Carolina. I caught them lying. And they got real mad and treated me like shit when I confronted them about it. So they picked on me and bullied me and harassed me and gang stalked me out of there. And they made up a lie for an excuse to justify kicking me. Like the fake lady Rebecca, I heard she was a whore too. And she and try to hide behind being a fake Christian. And that bitch, she lied and said she's from New Orleans when she's not from New Orleans. She just lived in Metairie sometime in her childhood, but she was not born. She was not a New Orleans native. So I think she said something about that she moved there to New Orleans like in high school years or something, and falsely claiming to be from New Orleans. You ain't from New Orleans. You just lived there for a long time. I mean, lived there for a while. So she picked the argument with me and tried to throw more chores on me on purpose for no reason, for an excuse to justify kicking me out and banning me from the fake Salvation Army shelter. And then she would approach me like I owe her drug money. And guess what? I was doing YouTube videos. I think it was on this channel, or it could have been my Target About a Psych World backup channel. I should have left those videos up. And I don't know. I don't remember why. Maybe I was scared, but I was talking about the corruption of Triune Mercy Center and how fake they were, and I didn't even realize that the video was muted. And so they had a man at the downtown library in Greenville, South Carolina, and he was the one he acted like he was trying to sexually get at me, but I think he was homeless as well. But I wasn't homeless at that time. When he confronted me, I had already had a place to live. But he tried to say that, oh yeah, and I'm like, well, how did you find videos about me on YouTube? So, and he thought it was funny, and he tried to show me the videos, and I'm like, wow, I didn't even realize that the video was muted. So yeah, I couldn't wait to get out of Greenville, South Carolina, because of Lisa Ruby. So I love the city of Pensacola, and I didn't really feel bored there, but the people made me hate it. But I really miss eating that good breakfast in the morning. And I miss the Korean Japanese restaurant. And I miss some of the restaurants. I really miss them. But I don't miss how I was treated. But I'm trying to figure out what to have for breakfast tomorrow. I forgot to get almond butter. Not the peanut butter, but almond butter. So, there's always something I forget to get, even if I write down a list. So, tomorrow for breakfast, I might, since I have eggs and a tuna, tomorrow for breakfast, I guess I'll just have cheesy biscuits, like biscuits with some cheese on it. And like if I just have some biscuits with cheese, and I know that's not that great of a diet, but I guess I have some cheesy biscuits and some probably the pineapple juice, because this time around I got me some. They were like Dollar General was pretty stocked yesterday, so I was really shocked. So they were pretty stocked, so I got me some 4 bags of frozen mixed vegetables. Excuse me. And I got 4 bags of frozen mixed vegetables. And I got you know, this time I just bought some fruit juice rather than canned or frozen fruit, but I still have the bag of frozen berries. But I miss, I wish I could get to go to the real grocery store and get some like fresh fruits and vegetables and stuff, you know. So I'm sitting down and they're trying to squeeze my organs on my right side. So if my weight was the reason why they squeezed my organs, well, how come this never happened to me in 2005, 6, 7, or 8 when I was fat and overweight even then, And skinny targeted individuals say that. And how come if my weight was the issue, then how come they don't have other fat people don't complain about their organs squeezing? That's how I know it's the directed energy weapons. As I said, I got down to 192. And if I didn't end up homeless, then I promise you, I could have lost more weight. So, I guess I'm going to go now. It's 11:50 p.m. And, so I'm going to try to, well, I'm not going to step outside tonight. And then I have to battle with the mosquitoes. So, I'm not taking out the trash tonight. So, so I mean, excuse me, I did something productive, by trying to show y'all the tuna salad recipe. And I made 2 sandwiches with it. Now, when I first sampled it, it tasted really good, like really good flavor. Then when I had it with the sandwiches, it seemed like as if it was flavorless or like it didn't have much flavor. But I figured that by Monday or Tuesday, it's probably going to increase in flavor, and we all used to hate and run away from leftovers, or, we used to frown upon leftovers when we were in foster care. I was too young, I was so young, but the foster sister Joni and them, they used to complain about leftovers, or they used to hate Mark and them when Mark was there, before Mark was aged out of foster care. So with leftovers, but I noticed that though, after a few days, the tuna start tasting way, way better and more flavorful. So, but I felt bad because I just had, I already told y'all what I ate today, but having oatmeal and then later on having, the beans and rice with a little bit of, some shrimp, and then later on having the tuna sandwiches, and I had some, Oreo cookies. I don't know why I felt constantly hungry all day. But I ate standard 3 meals, but, I just felt so hungry all day. But I think I ate twice yesterday and was good, I don't remember eating 3 times yesterday, but pretty much all my life I ate 3 meals a day, most of my life, nearly all my life. I mean, not every single day of my life, but nearly all my life I've had, 3 meals a day. And so who is internet strangers to think they got the authority to think that I'm nuts for, eating 3 meals a day? So I was eating 3 meals a day in high school or junior high, and it wasn't even that great quality food. Like elementary school, they would feed us like 1 donut. I'm sorry, not elementary school, middle school and high school. 1 donut for breakfast. 1 slice of Domino's pizza for lunch. That's not real nutrition. One, in junior high and high school, 1 donut for more like high school. One donut for like the school got lazy on us or something. So just like one donut for breakfast and one slice of pizza for lunch, and you're still hungry, and the only real meal you can eat is for dinner, you know, and that might not even be real, because the fake foster mom, she might, leave us to eat just chicken, Popeyes, you know. Well, Mom, what else are we going to have besides the chicken? Just chicken. That's it? Start your shit. You hear, Candace? Start your shit. Yes, exactly how it was. Or if we might have peas, rice, and pork chop or something. But everything, like how people, I don't even use that term, but I'm going to say it. Like when the foster dad, Al, was alive, everything was lit. But I don't know if it's possible if I can try to make the foster dad, Al's recipe, with the Project Spaghetti recipe. To me, it's like all it is, but I don't have government cheese, though. I just got, regular cheese. But the Project Spaghetti was just like some cheesy spaghetti and meat sauce. But the foster stepdad, not the foster dad Al, but the foster stepdad, used to put sugar in everything and got us hooked on sugar. Being addicted to sweets. So, he used to add a whole bunch of sugar to, corn. You know how when you have cream style corn, he used to do this nasty thing when he would put a whole bunch of white flour and a whole bunch of black pepper and sugar and some water and some whole kernel corn and pretend that he's making a fake homemade version of cream style corn rather than us just having canned cream style corn. And he would put a lot of sugar in that, and it was like gross, Or when we would have, I actually fell in love with it though. I used to hate potato salad, but he would put like a lot of sugar in potato salad. Excuse me. He would, when we would have Thanksgiving turkey or whatever, in the dressing or stuffing, he would put a lot of sugar. He would have that cornbread dressing to be like cake, like sweet, like very sweet. And so he would have he put a whole lot of sugar in spaghetti and meat sauce, and because I used to hate potato salad, but then I fell in love with it and I started to like that potato salad would be the only potato salad that I would like to eat. But I wouldn't really say that he was the best cook or the greatest cook, because this motherfucker, he used to do stuff like take a big huge pot of spaghetti and meat sauce, and it would be like greasy and oily, and he would have like sausage and meat sauce, and he would put a shitload of rum and sugar. Me would be like 12 years old, and he put a whole lot of rum and sugar in the and I hate rum flavor. I've had rum pound cake. I do not like the flavor of rum. I cannot stand it. I hate it. So yeah, I miss the foster dad Al's Project Spaghetti. But oh, wait a minute though. I can't make spaghetti sauce because I can't make spaghetti because I would need to get some spaghetti sauce. And I don't have spaghetti sauce. So, yeah, I would have to go and get spaghetti sauce. So, well, I guess, excuse me, I didn't mean to do that with my tongue. But one of these days, I guess, I'll, see about if I can make a crock pot version of the Project Spaghetti. So, I guess I'm done rambling. It's 11:59 p.m. And it's 11:59 p.m. So I'll see y'all tomorrow.